It was the kind of morning that looked like it had been painted in soft white curtains swaying with a breeze, white walls glowing in the sunlight, and even the white porcelain teacup in my hand felt like it belonged to a perfect little picture. But none of it mattered as much as the reason I was sitting there, smiling quietly to myself. My precious little darlings were the center of my world, and every thought, every plan, every heartbeat seemed to be about them. They were twins, born on a winter morning when the world outside was covered in snow. Their skin was as fair as fresh cream, their tiny hands like snowdrops curling around my fingers. From the moment I first saw them, I knew my life had changed forever. I named them Lily and Rose because they were delicate and beautiful like flowers, yet strong in ways I could not yet see. Life with them was not always easy, but it was filled with a kind of sweetness that made every hardship fade. In the early years, I would wake before sunrise just to watch them, sleeping Lily with her little pout and Rose with her habit of curling her toes as if she was holding on to something in a dream. When they opened their eyes, they would smile at me in a way that made the whole day feel brighter. As they grew, the house became a place of constant noise, laughter, little footsteps running down the hallway, the clinking of spoons as they stirred milk into their cereal. We lived in a small white cottage with a garden at the back. I kept roses and lilies there not only because of their names but because it felt like a piece of them was growing outside in the soil too. On sunny afternoons, they would chase each other around the flowers, their dresses brushing against the petals, their hair catching the light. One autumn afternoon, I watched from the window as Lily tried to build a little house out of fallen twigs while Rose was busy collecting the prettiest leaves she could find. They didn't know I was watching. They were talking about how they would live together forever, even when they grew old. That moment stayed in my heart like a photograph, a promise I hoped life would allow them to keep. But life, as I learned, had its way of testing such promises. When they turned 8, Lily fell ill. It began with small fevers, then days when she didn't have the strength to play in the garden. I tried to hide my fear, but Rose noticed. She would sit beside Lily, reading her stories and holding her hand as if she could give her strength through touch. The doctor came many times, his face always careful, his words always too gentle. For weeks, the house lost its usual cheer. I would tuck them both into bed early, trying not to let them see the tears that came after. But children have a way of sensing things adults try to hide. One night, Lily whispered to me, "Don't be sad, Mama. I'm your precious little darling, and I will always be here with you." I held her close, wishing I could keep her safe forever. Then came the winter that changed everything. The snow returned, just like the year they were born, but this time it brought silence. Lily's illness grew worse, and one cold morning, she slipped away while holding my hand. The world outside was white, but inside me, everything felt dark. Rose clung to me for days, not speaking much, just staying close, as if afraid I might disappear too. Time moved slowly after that. Rose grew taller, her laughter returning in small, careful bursts. We planted a white lily in the garden for her sister, right beside the roses. Every spring, it bloomed as if Lily had never really left us. Rose would talk to the flower sometimes, telling it about her school, her friends, and the little things she thought Lily would have liked to hear. Years passed, and Rose became a young woman. She had her sister's smile, though she never quite knew how much it meant to me. One summer evening, she sat beside me on the porch, the sky painted in soft pastels. She said, "Mama, I think Lily has been with us all along. I feel her when the lilies bloom. I feel her when I laugh." In that moment, I realized my precious little darlings had never truly left me. One was by my side, living and breathing, and the other was in the air, in the flowers, in every white morning light that came through my window. They were both my heart, my joy, my forever. And in a world that could sometimes be cold, they were the warmth I carried with me, always. The end. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.